Okay everyone, since I can't trust my camera to actually film things, I'm gonna have to manually film this instead of from the head. So like the audio is gonna be worse, I'm gonna be holding the phone, so it's gonna be all over the place. It's what it is. It's what I have to buy a new camera because it keeps dying over and over again. It's infuriating. Anyways, we're making Nasi Goreng, which is the last Indonesian dish. Then we're done with Indonesia from here. What you need, because there's a need and then there's like extra shit, right? So you need rice. Day-old rice. Rice is pretty hard actually, but what day-old rice. You need shrimp paste. This is the one that I have. You need specifically this stuff. It's called like cap maris or something. I don't remember the name. I've said it in the other videos. You know what it is. It's this sweet soy sauce by the ABC brand. It's the only one that you're ever gonna find anyways. You have to have chicken. You use raw chicken normally. This is some cooked chicken that was braised in the soup from the previous video there. Garlic, onion, required. That's what's required of you. Chili, if you want some heat, that's also a very common, right? It's in most of them. Extras, fried shallots. Toss them in there. Some people like it. Green onion is a nice topper. It always looks pretty. Oh, you need oil too. I don't know if I said that. Tomatoes and cucumbers. Every single one that I saw, it was served with those. I have cherry tomatoes today, so I'm just gonna use them, but like usually it's a normal tomato. All right, so let's get into this. Oh man, this is gonna be hard with one hand. I can already tell. One hand cooking is not my cup of tea. So you need some oil in there. That's probably good enough. It's enough to cover the bottom of your pan. We're just gonna let this heat up. Clear our cutting board. We're gonna need to cut this chili up into small little slices. This is like impossible with one hand. You know what? Let's just, did I do anything cool with the edit there? Only time will tell. Slide that over. Onion, we're gonna do this one that I'm stealing. Oh god, dang it. One hand cooking is so hard. This oil's so hot already. Turn that off. That's wild. I have the camera so I can see, and at some point I stopped it from filming. Cut up your onion. I decided to only use half an onion because, I don't know, why not? If I'm only making one serving, right? You're probably making more, but I'm just literally making like one dish's worth. In your hot oil, how am I going to do this? We're just gonna scoop this, throw in your chilies and your garlic. Just really quick, just to season that oil. And then after a few seconds, get the onion in there too. And you're just gonna give this a little slight cook, nothing crazy. You want your heat on high, by the way, if I haven't said that. You need a high temperature cook for this. Now, usually right here, right when the onions become translucent, is when you put your chicken in and let that cook a little bit more, but my chicken's already cooked, so we're not gonna add that just yet. We just got to warm my chicken. So we're gonna let the onions go a bit longer than you would if this was raw chicken. You put that in a lot sooner. Now we need to add the rice to fry. You want to break this up into little pieces. Mine doesn't want to do that. It's in hard clumps, so this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so fun fact that I'm learning right now as I was thinking to myself, why is my rice so clumpy? It turns out I have glutinous rice here, which that rice is like the stickiest rice on the face of this earth. That's fun. This is going to be real fun. Just keep things moving so nothing burns. This is going to be harder to fry up. You know what, screw it, we're making more rice. We're gonna throw the chicken on top, and we're gonna start mixing it all together here. And we're trying to get a nice toast on this, but we want to mix it together so the onion and garlic on the bottom don't burn, since that was kind of the entire bottom layer a second ago. You'll also notice some green onion in mine. That's just because the chicken that I had green onion left over in it. That was just like the leftover green onion that I had lying around when I made the chicken I tossed in there. You don't have to add your green onion now. You can if you'd like. No one's gonna stop you from doing that. It's not necessarily wrong, but most people would like to top it with green onion. If you like cooked green onion more, just put it in. Just put it in now. It's time that I take the protective anti-smell barrier cover off of my shrimp paste. I've been leaving that on because it smells. Shrimp paste smells pretty bad, I'm gonna level with you. At least if you don't like the smell of fish, it smells bad. If you like the smell of fish, then you're gonna be like, damn, this shit smells great. If you're a big rotten fish guy. Sorry, the chilies are making me choke. If you ever want to show off, you can do one of these. What purpose does it have? Not much. Actually, It really does flip it and get kind of the rice on the bottom up to the top pretty easily. So I guess it does serve a purpose other than just looking real cool. Like, you definitely look cool while doing it, and that's the primary purpose of most things, is just to kind of look a little cool. At least that's 40% of what making a YouTube video is. We're just letting this get nice and toasty for a second. You don't have to fry your rice up for this long. I like my rice with like a little crunchy, little toasty layer on it. But like traditionally, you wouldn't cook it for this long. This is a me thing. I'm the one eating this, so I'm gonna make it how I like, which is a little pretty. Also, something you can pay attention to when you're making a fried rice. The goal is to get like most of the moisture out, right? And you can see this steam coming out of the rice. That means that the rice wasn't dry enough when you put it in usually. Now, that doesn't mean you can't fix it by just cooking it longer, which is what I'm doing. If the rice get really dry, you're not gonna get much moisture coming out. Also, I mean, some of that steam could just be from the onion and the green onion and the chicken that I put in there having moisture as well. That's now steaming out, drying out. And I don't know if you make fried rice in your day-to-day life. I do. Pretty frequently, actually. Oh, it's spilling it. Pretty frequently, actually, because I like it, and it's a good way to get rid of like extra ingredients you have lying around. So I use that pretty frequently. If, let's say I have like leftover Chinese food, or I made it the other day with just some Spam. I never had any leftover anything. I just put Spam in there. Pretty easy, just crack an egg in and whatever, make the scramble, fry up your meats, fry up your rice. A little bit of soy, a little bit of sesame. I don't know if I've ever made that for the channel yet. I really should. I should make a fried rice tutorial. I don't know if you can see in it. I'm not gonna get a good angle where you can see in this. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. It's not as shrimpy. It is very oily. Like very, very oily. Which isn't a bad thing. It just means that we're gonna have to give it a mix. It seems to be dried shrimp, or fermented shrimp, as well as oil mixed together. Oh, I'm spilling it. I gotta move it over here so I don't spill it onto the burner. Damn, if you would have seen that, that looked really cool. I'm sorry you didn't get to see that. We need about a teaspoon or two of shrimp paste. I'm gonna put like that in. It's probably about a teaspoon-ish. And then you need 3 times as much of this stuff. So if you put in like 1 teaspoon, put in a tablespoon of this. Sweet soy. And now give it a good mix. You want to incorporate the sauce in with all the granules of rice. And that looks right. I'm going to put a little more of each, just in case. That was way too much. That was far too much more. Oh man. Can we just... Let's just get rid of some of that. That really poured out at the end there. I was not expecting that. And a little bit more shrimp paste, just because why not? I feel like I didn't put enough in. I think for the amount of rice that I put in there, it's supposed to be like 2 teaspoons-ish. And then 2 tablespoons-ish. But I put in a little bit less, so maybe like 1.5. That was probably about 1.5 now. And now it's looking darker in color, so that's definitely more correct. Ooh, smells shrimpy. And that's it. We're done. Fry up an egg, put it on top, plate it up with some cucumber and tomato. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes here. I'm just gonna plate it up, get some nice photos. I'll see you then. Wow, am I happy that I took photos before I added the green onion, because boy oh boy, did this look way better without the green onion across the top. You saw it in the thumbnail. Anyways, let's give it a shot here. Oh, okay. I think I could put more shrimp paste and stuff in there. I mean, it is the right coloring, and I did put seemingly the right amount, but very muted, very mild, not greasy at all. I know people associate fried rice with like an oily dish. It's not supposed to be. It doesn't have to be. Just don't put so much oil in your pan. It does have a nice mild heat. There's no fishiness, don't worry about that. But a good savory flavor that shines through, especially in those charred parts. I like the charred parts a lot, but that's, you know, again, a me thing. And you also have these cucumber pieces and tomato pieces to kind of mellow out the flavors as a nice palate cleanse. And the fried egg obviously is gonna be great on there with that yolk mixing in. I'm gonna grab a piece of egg with it. The sweet soy really shines through, giving it a nice sweet flavor. I'm not getting enough garlic. Should put more garlic in there. Either way, guys, that's it for this video. Go ahead, drop a like on it, comment down below. Let me know how much I screwed this one up, like you guys always love to do. I'll see you guys next time. Actually, that was a little fishy. That bite was a little fishy.